Bible verses about wives' roles. Genesis 2:24. That is why a man leaves his father and mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh. Matthew 19:3. Some Pharisees came to him to test him. They asked, "Is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife for any and every reason?" Matthew 19:4-6. Haven't you read, he replied, that at the beginning the Creator made them male and female, and said, "For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh? So they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore what God has joined together, let no one separate." 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I want you to realize that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is man, and the head of Christ is God. 1 Peter 3:5-6. For this is the way the holy women of the past who put their hope in God used to adorn themselves. They submitted themselves to their own husbands, like Sarah, who obeyed Abraham and called him her Lord. You are her daughters if you do what is right and do not give way to fear. Genesis 3:16. I will make your pains in childbearing very severe, with painful labor, you will give birth to children. Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you. Ephesians 5:22. Wives, submit yourselves to your own husbands as you do to the Lord. Colossians 3:18. Wives, submit yourselves to your husbands, as is fitting in the Lord. 1 Peter 3:1-2. Wives, in the same way, submit yourselves to your own husbands so that, if any of them do not believe the word, they may be won over without words by the behavior of their wives, when they see the purity and reverence of your lives. 1 Peter 3:3. Your beauty should not come from outward adornment, such as elaborate hairstyles and the wearing of gold jewelry or fine clothes. 1 Peter 3:4-5. Rather, it should be that of your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight. Titus 2:5. To be self-controlled and pure, to be busy at home, to be kind, and to be subject to their husbands, so that no one will malign the word of God. 1 Corinthians 7:2. But since sexual immorality is occurring, each man should have sexual relations with his own wife, and each woman with her own husband. 1 Corinthians 7:3-4. The husband should fulfill his marital duty to his wife, and likewise the wife to her husband. The wife does not have authority over her own body but yields it to her husband. In the same way, the husband does not have authority over his own body but yields it to his wife. 1 Corinthians 7:5. Do not deprive each other except perhaps by mutual consent and for a time, so that you may devote yourselves to prayer. Then come together again so that Satan will not tempt you because of your lack of self-control. Proverbs 31:10. A wife of noble character who can find? She is worth far more than rubies. Proverbs 31:11. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. Proverbs 31:12. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. Proverbs 31:13. She selects wool and flax and works with eager hands. Proverbs 31:14. She is like the merchant ships, bringing her food from afar. Proverbs 31:15. She gets up while it is still night, she provides food for her family and portions for her female servants. Proverbs 31:16. She considers a field and buys it, out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. Proverbs 31:17. She sets about her work vigorously, her arms are strong for her tasks. Proverbs 31:18. She sees that her trading is profitable, and her lamp does not go out at night.